Hillsong Church has apologised for holding a youth camp festival despite COVID restrictions. Secret videos showed hundreds of participants maskless, singing and dancing inside a large tent with performers on stage. The music industry is furious the religious festival was allowed to go ahead after organisers were told to cancel New South Wales Grapevine Gathering. Artist and producer Catherine Alcorn joins me live now. Great to see you. Catherine, how are you?
Good morning, Janie. Well, thanks.
You have been very vocal about this situation on social media. What has the reaction been that you're hearing and what's your opinion on it?
Well, the entertainment and arts industry is just devastated. We feel like it's a complete slap in the face. For the last 2 years, the industry has been traumatised. We still are moving into this third wave. And to see events like the Hillsong Summer Camp happening is just a disgrace. Everybody is so upset, and even more so now that we understand that Hillsong will not be fined.
And, I mean, the entertainment industry was the first to shut down. If we remember back in 2020, it was Broadway, wasn't it? And, you know, before the pandemic, showbiz was a risky business to be in, and now a career in the arts seems near impossible. What government assistance is there at the moment?
Well, I think the fundamental issue at this point is that there is a lack of understanding about the infrastructure of our industry and the way that we work. So at the moment, we are not seeing any financial assistance. JobKeeper and JobSeeker has well and truly wrapped up. We're not seeing any indications that financial support will be reinstated. And due to the lack of a mandated lockdown, it appears that this has absolved the government of any financial responsibility. So once again, we are left high and dry as an industry that historically has always been the forefront of any fundraising campaign. The bushfires in 2019, for example, Fire Aid, we were the first to give up our time and our resources and our talents to help raise funds for the victims of those fires. And now, where is our support?
And you all work just so hard. Put us in the shoes of someone in the performing arts industry, because, I mean, it's not just you as a performer, it's the booking agents, it's the managers, it goes through to the caterers. Talk us through it.
Well, what we're seeing at the moment is that despite the fact that a theatre is one of the safest recreational environments that anybody could be enjoying at the moment, consumer confidence is the lowest it has been. People are not buying tickets, and therefore the ecosystem of the industry is not being fed. So from the top of the tree right down to the grassroots, producers, booking agents, venue staff, ushers, graphic designers, costumers, wig makers, food caterers, lighting designers, sound engineers, everyone is suffering. If there is no income coming from the box office, there is no pay for the industry.
You have some great ideas on insurance, vouchers, grants, and again, you've been very vocal on social media. What can be done, Catherine, do you think, to support the industry?
Well, last week, Arts Minister Paul Fletcher announced $50 million was going to the film industry under a grant called TIFF, and that's for the temporary interruption of filming. So $50 million will be going to the television and screen industry. So now bodies like Live Performance Australia, APRA, AMCOS, ARIA are now lobbying for the same grant to be given to the live performance industry as well. And what the industry needs simply is an insurance policy. Noises were being made at the end of last year that an insurance policy for the live performance entertainment industry would be developed, but we have not heard anything since. So what an insurance policy for the live performance industry would do is give assurance to producers that even if, say, 40% of the box office was insured under a policy, that would give the producer, the booking agent, the production company the confidence to forge ahead. Because there is no mandated lockdown this time round and we are being urged to act responsibly for ourselves, considering consumer confidence, the lack of box office income, it's simply too risky for producers to proceed at this time when there is no insurance policy in place.
Yeah, you make some very good points there. We are going to have to wrap it up, but just give us an idea of what you have experienced. We've got about a minute to wrap up, but in terms of what you've had to cancel and what you've experienced, not only you, but as you mentioned, like the booking agents and so forth.
Well, we're all hopeful. The arts industry is the most robust industry there is. We will remain hopeful, but at the moment we have to play it really safe. Without an insurance scheme, without any financial assistance from the government, we're simply sitting tight, which means we are not working. Historically, I have made my income from touring nationwide to regional and metro theatres. At the moment, it's simply not it's not an option for me. I'm not only feeding me, I have a company of 15 musicians, graphic designers, and you know, those grassroots artists. And I would like to invite the government to have the conversations with these grassroots producers such as myself, because we're the ones who are out there on the front line fighting and we need help.
Well, you certainly do, and we love seeing you on here at Sky News, and certainly as a performer. Love what we just showed before with you as Bette Midler, but good luck with being such an amazing voice for the entertainment industry, and look forward to seeing you on stage. Artist and producer Catherine Alcorn, always great to see you.
Thanks, Janie.